Back here on NFL Live, the Rams, they've certainly been busy trading two-time Pro Bowl pass rusher Robert Quinn to the Dolphins. Sources told our Adam Schefter the Dolphins sending a mid-round pick to the Rams, likely a third or fourth rounder. The Rams and Dolphins are also swapping late-round picks. A lot of work done by LA's Les Snead and Sean McVay there, right? So Robert Quinn to the Dolphins was their second big move. And, of course, just, over a week ago now, they acquired all-pro quarterback Marcus Peters to help bolster their secondary. So let's go inside the Verizon film room here. Teddy Brisky, so glad you're here on the show today because I want you to tell me what Quinn does to help improve this Miami Dolphins team.
Well, on the mind of the Miami Dolphins, they're probably the New England Patriots and that quarterback that plays for them. And then how do they have to win the division? They got to beat the Patriots. They got to beat Tom Brady. So they got to get after him somehow, some way. And that's where Quinn comes into this equation. I mean, solid year last year. Does he have injury history? Yes, he does. You hope he stays healthy. He can pair him with Wake. Wake can be possibly someone that comes off the bench in the third down situation. Also Quinn with Sue down there in the middle. I mean, you have a formidable pass rush to get after Tom Brady to try and win that division, but pass rush can never hurt you. I mean, you've seen as pass rushers get moved on to other teams. Dwight Freeney going to the Cardinals, going to other teams, giving you a certain amount of snaps per game as a pass rusher. That's the type of, hopefully, production he can give the Miami Dolphins to help them get after whatever quarterback they're going up against.
Phil, do you like this move?
I think it's a lot of money invested over the next couple of years in Robert Quinn when Miami had other needs that I think they still need to address, and when they've already got a lot of money sunk into pass rushers. Last year you spent big, perhaps surprisingly big, to retain a player like Andre Branch, 3 years and $21 million for him. You already have Cameron Wake. You signed him an extension last year. I just felt as though there were other priorities that Miami had along their roster. Reinforcing the secondary, a little bit more stability along the offensive line, perhaps a bit of depth in the backfield that would have been further up the priority ranks for me than adding another edge rusher. It's going to cost you up to $25 million over the next 2 seasons.
A lot of times teams will look at who won the world championship and try to play copycat.
Yeah.
You see the Philadelphia Eagles and all of the 6, 7, 8 pass rushers that they're rolling in throughout the course of the game. Is this what they were thinking? But, I mean, philosophically wise, I mean, more pass rushers, the better, and maybe they're thinking that they need to just keep rolling them in like the Eagles did.
All right, well, it's Overreaction Monday. We've been playing this throughout NFL Live today. I say a statement. You guys tell me if this is an overreaction. You know, a lot of the teams in this division have some question marks, but here's the statement. The Dolphins have the most question marks heading into the season in this division. Hawk, let's start with you. Is that statement an overreaction?
I think it's an overreaction.
Why?
Look, say what you want about the ability of quarterback Ryan Tannehill, but at least they have that answer. That's who their quarterback is going to be. The Jets and the Bills have no idea who is going to be running the plays for them. And more specifically, the Bills, who have a pretty talented roster, didn't have it figured out a year ago, and they are no closer to figuring it out now.
I don't think it's an overreaction. And I'm not so sure that Ryan Tannehill is the quarterback of the future or even the quarterback of 2018 for Miami. You know, this is sort of reading between the lines and perhaps some of the buzz and the kerfuffle that you hear out in Indianapolis. There are people that believe this team is very much in the quarterback market. Beyond that, their best and most consistent offensive playmaker, Jarvis Landry, is probably going to be playing for somebody else next year. I think they have a lot of question marks. This team regressed from 2016 to 2017. Wouldn't be surprised if that continues again next year.
Yeah, I love Landry as a player. If he's not there, I mean, Tannehill, your quarterback position. That's why I'll lean towards not an overreaction. Although, Hawk, I know what you're talking about. When at least they do have Tannehill, but I just don't know what kind of quarterback Tannehill's been or ever has been because he's struggled at times. And now with that injury he's coming off of, that's a huge question for me.
He's like another guy that you're like, oh yeah, what about him again? Because it's been so long since we've seen him. Meantime, guys, still to come here.